The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. Views and opinions expressed by Hotep Jesus are those of Hotep Jesus's and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Hotep Nation or any of its officials. If you have any questions about this disclaimer, please contact our Office of General Counsel via the blue sheet of the town. And Hotep and them.
The greatest IT blunder since the invention of the computer? Something smells fishy. The Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on if you have computer service. Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat, Hotep to the Hotepistanis.
Hotep.
What's up, fam? It's roll call time. Let's see who's in the chat. Steph Colonel, what's up, bro? Torian, Interstellar Gaming, Haram Life, Jay's World, Don Day, Sis Up, Sauce the Prophets, Antovin, Oz, Foley, DJ Protocol, the official DJ of Hotep Con. JAAA is in the house. Angelia's here. Rudy's here. Strong Dad's here. Lauren's in the house. Melissa's here. Let's get this show started, but first, y'all gotta watch this commercial.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
My apologies. Let's get this thing started up. So why did I disappear just now? Well, I disappeared because I had to set the tickets to live. Hotep Con Tickets on sale right now. All you got to do is go to hotepnation.com. It's right there. Hold on. Get you right. That's the edit screen. Hotep Con Tickets on sale right now. Miami, Florida. Secret location to be disclosed. Here's our event schedule. We got day one, All events start at approximately 8 p.m. Hotep's been told you live. This is subject to change. Day 2, game night. Day 3, 8 p.m. and the farewell dinner. These are the this includes daily meals. Okay. Tickets right now are $5.97 for the tickets. Includes your meal, includes all access pass. And basically we got the fee for the room. We have a nice balcony situation going on. And it's gonna be covered because Florida likes to rain, so we're gonna have some coverage, and then also some outdoor situation. We have DJ Protocol DJ, and we're gonna add his name to the website in just a few. But we got the room for the day, so I'll be adding into the schedule here. Basically, you can hang out at the terrace all day. I'll be kicking it with y'all, and we're going to do a lot of different things. We're going to have another meeting with the team to see how we flush out the schedule even more. But the tickets are now live. Hotep Con 2024, our annual event. This is the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth annual Hotep Con event. I hope you're all excited. All you got to do is come right here, hit select tickets. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not the official website. I have to go to the actual website. I was in editor mode. If you go to hotepnation.com at the top or hit the burger menu, you hit Hotep Con, then you hit select tickets, and you see right there, VIP, all access. Just hit add to cart, like so. Then it'll take you to this next screen and it says ticket added to cart. If you need more than one person, obviously add more. Then you go to your cart and it'll be right there. And then you just check out. It's just that simple. So Hotep Con tickets on sale now. Make sure you guys take advantage now. So what's the timer on this? The timer on this says that, let's see here. You got 11 days until the next price hike. 11 days until the next price hike. 11. So if you don't take advantage now, it's going to go up in price. And the closer we get to the event, the more the price goes up. So make sure you lock in before the next rate hike. All right. Now, the people who had first access. So how this goes is if you were at a previous Hotep Con, you're added to our private group for attendees. Okay. So attendees, we have our own secret Telegram group. And yeah. So after you purchase your tickets, you'll be added to that group. You'll be invited to that group, and I'll send out an email so you guys can be added before the event starts so we can communicate and everybody can see, what are you up to? Who's going where? Who's doing what? All of that good stuff. But they got first dibs yesterday at a lower price than you guys that have not attended a previous Hotep Con. So if you go to one Hotep Con, you get the tickets cheaper than anybody else. In future events. We like to take care of our people that support early. So yeah, Steph Colonel says members only shit. Absolutely. If you are in that group and you did not take advantage of the price yesterday, let me know in the group and I will give you a special coupon code so that you can get yesterday's price today, tomorrow, or whatever it may be. All right. With that being said, I have a lot of great news. To share with you. Some of you guys have been missing this series, but it looks like this series is back, or maybe it's not. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the AOC Sol project.
My fellow Americans, my name is AOC, the first big booty Latina congresswoman and hardcore Democrat. My whole life I've been a hater. I've hated guns, I've hated freedom, I've hated penises unless they were trans, but most of all, I hate losing. And come November, us, the Democrats, are absolutely, positively 100% fucked. So to do what's best for the American people, I, AOC, hereby resign. It has been the honor of my life to serve you all. Thank you, America. And good luck. Because I'm done being weak and gay. Aw yeah, I'm switching sides, motherfuckers!
Oh,
my fellow
man, what a
Americans.
turn of events. MAGA AOC is here. AOC Sol Project takes a turn with their meme coin project. This is a wonderful pivot. You got to take advantage of the MAGA wave. The MAGA wave is lit. It's just me. Are you one of those people who, you know how you ever got a friend where you're sitting down and you watching a show or a movie and the person has seen it before, so they're saying all the lines before they come up? I got you, Jabari. And they say all the lines before they come up, and you're like, "Yo, bro, you're spoiling the movie." It's just me. It's just me. Just spoiled the whole thing before we even played it. Like, it's just me. Like, calm down. Let people enjoy it before you spoil it. Relax. Yeah. Can people enjoy things? Come on, man. Yeah, that was a nice Beastie Boys edit. Oh, man. Oh, man. Anyway. Shout out to AOC. I can't wait to see what they got in store for the MAGA AOC flip. I think this will be great for the brand. Now, before we get into the Men of Order moment of the day, you know me. I'm a person who absolutely hates people who exaggerate, right? And exaggerate in a way that presents fake news. So today I saw a headline that read, Whoopi Goldberg attacks Donald Trump's granddaughter. Now, I'm no fan of Whoopi Goldberg. I used to be before I understood her politics. I'm no fan of her. I'm no fan of The View. And I think a lot of the things that they say are absolutely absurd and ridiculous. So I hit the link and I listened to the video. And then I listened to the video again. And then I listened to the video again. And at no point in the video did she attack Donald Trump's granddaughter. I wanted to make sure. I was like, wait, did I miss it? Let me play it. I'm gonna play it one more time. It's fake news. It's fake news. And this is fake news by the Red Wokes, where the left does something and everybody's got to react, right? And I understand, because we're going to talk about some of the things came from Joy Reid the end of the day. So I understand, acknowledging some of the fake news from the left. But when you acknowledge the fake news from the left with fake news, it destroys your credibility. And when it destroys your credibility, that means people in the middle can't trust you. And they look at you like, yo, like, what are we doing? So we need people to relax. We need people who pumped out that story about his granddaughter. What she actually said was they're trying to humanize Trump. And she did mention his granddaughter. But she didn't attack his granddaughter. To this hyperbolics and red woke media and media as a whole is absolutely disgusting and abhorrent. And we need to start divesting from these accounts to do this stuff. We got to start looking at them like, are you an op? Are you the feds? Because you can't be trusted any more than the media on the left. Not that I got that off my chest. Absolutely disgusting. Let's go to the Men of Order moment of the day. Now, I grew up in a time period where nowadays the red pill cats call it the cold approach. Okay. And this is where you have to approach a woman in the real world. I come from that world. I come from the world where, like when we were 16 and 17, we would go to the mall and we'd hang out at the arcade. And I was basically, that guy in my friend group that would approach the girls. Okay, that was my job. AOB, go over there and see what's up. All right, no doubt. I go over there, I make them laugh, I kick my game, we become friends, and now me and the homies are hanging out with some shorties, right? So back in my day, you actually had to approach women in real life. Back in my day, we didn't even have cell phones like that. You know, you had to write her number on a piece of paper. You had to carry a pen. Some people remember the black book era. Sometimes what would happen is you'd have a pen, like you'd find a pen, but it'd be no paper. So you'd write the girl's number on your hand. But the sad part is you had to make sure it didn't rub off before you got home. So you sat there all night trying to memorize her number. You just try to memorize her number. As soon as you got home, you wrote it down, right? Or as soon as you got some paper, you wrote it down immediately. There have been times where, you know, I've lost women. I remember I saw this one bad hottie. We pulled up on she pulled up next to us, man, and number rubbed off before I got home. I was so upset. Nowadays, you young cats don't know how good you got it. You just pop it right in your phone. But the sad part is, a lot of you young punks are too afraid to cold approach a woman. Or you're creepy when you cold approach women. You sound like a weirdo. You sound a little grapey. You sound like you're making the women uncomfortable. So today, I want to show you a young man who's got balls of brass. Pause. He gonna show you young punks how to get it done. Some of y'all never cold approached this young man. He don't know nothing about that. This is what you call fearless. Let's go to the tape.
Yeah, I'm scared. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You good? That's good. Huh? Cheyenne?
Okay, my name is William.
Your name William?
William.
Okay. Nice to meet you too. Ooh. Oh. Strong. You strong. You big. Okay. How old are you? 14. You 14? Okay.
How are you?
I'm too old for you, okay? I'm too old. I'm old.
Shout out to William. Shout out to William. William gonna be a big player when he get older. 14, he ready to kick that game. He hollering at somebody mama. Shout out to William. This young man is going places. You saw him pull out the muscle. You saw him flex that muscle like, hey, baby, you want a strong man? I'm a guy for you. You know what I'm saying? Carlos said, game weak, but he brave, though. Hey, man, you got to have bravery before the game's going to come. He's got plenty. It's 14 years old. He's approaching somebody's moms. He knows exactly what to do. Going for the older women. He said, man, I ain't got time for these little chicks out here, man. I'm going for a woman that's mature. She's a single mom. Run, don't walk. William is ready. By the time he hit 18, the girls are going to be just fawning over him. Shout out to William. Y'all need to take some notes. Some of y'all some punks. William ain't no punk. William know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? When he sees something he goes for it. Shout out to William. We have another man who exemplifies masculinity. This man right here may or may not be taking Apex, our flagship product that supports testosterone production in your body. Gonna make the ladies happy when you climb into bed with them. If you need a little help in the loins, if you need a little help in the muscle category group, great for muscle recovery and growth, this product has something called saponins, which is nature's steroids. It's called Apex. You can get that 30% off. Coupon code Grift Report. Coupon code Grift Report is on the screen. The QR code is on the screen. The link is in the description box below. If you hit the link, the discount will be applied automatically at checkout. That being said, we have A man who exemplifies masculinity like no other. The man of the hour. The man who stole the show at the RNC. Let's go, Terry.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
But what happened?
This might be the greatest moment. I'm going to say the second greatest moment in American history. The first greatest moment in American history was Donald Trump throwing that fist up after they tried to take him out. But this might be the second greatest moment in American history. One of the greatest speeches. It was succinct, right to the point. It wasn't long and drawn out, right to the point. One of the greatest moments ever seen on TV. I don't know how the DNC can top this. I don't think they can top this. The RNC has really outdone themselves. Some time back, the Hoteps noticed a hard swing to the right. We said, who's getting a phone call? Somebody got the phone call. They got the phone call. The phone calls were going out. We noticed a hard swing to the right. It's quite obvious if you keep your eyes on Elon's app and you're reading between the lines and not reacting to the media headlines. But we saw it. And now it is more evident than ever that we are moving into MAGA mania. Even Amber Rose has moved on over to the right. And there's just no way. The DNC is shuffling, trying to figure out what to do with their primary. Is Biden going to run? Is Biden not going to run? I got an inside source yesterday that told me that the reason why Biden, they said they made up the lie and he had COVID. But according to an anonymous source, unconfirmed, he bumped his head, cracked his skull, something to that situation. And that's why they canceled his future engagements. Now, I don't know how true this is, but it's one story that I got. But again, unconfirmed sources. We'll see what happens. We'll see what comes out in the laundry. But now it's time for everyone's segment, Grifter of the Day. Grifter today is sponsored by Grifties.com. Please go vote for me for Grifter of the Year at Grifties.com. You can nominate and vote. You can vote up to 10 times an hour, I believe it is. Go to Grifties.com and vote for me. And help me grift. Help me reach our goal. We are a third of the way there. A third of the way there. 2/3 left. Shout out to the people helping us reach our goal. Trade a kid, $5 holla.
Oh, this is a real Hotep.
Trump was definitely on Apex 90-minute speech without even taking a sip of water. LOL, my president. Man, that speech was long as shit. Uncle was right. We got Saturday's speech and this speech. We got 2 speeches in one. That's why it's so long. Unc fell asleep on the stream last night. I was dozing off a little bit. Jabari Judah, $5 holla.
Oh, this is a real Hotep, brother.
This IT company that is responsible was started by a Russian, a person with no wiki, a guy with a Semitic German name, and is run by a former FBI. Damn. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Anyway, We got several people here today. We've got to nominate for Grifter of the Day. But first, our president was accused of saying grab her by the pussy. But apparently, the pussies are now grabbing themselves. What? Chat, what is going on here? Chat, what is this? Wrong answers only. What is happening here? I am confusing. What exactly is going on? Thank you. Huh? Axel said that motherfucker itch. Does it? Her coochie burning. Must be all them freak offs at the RNC.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Checking the strap, says Justine Ellison. Goldstein says it was Luma. That's a Jedi mind grab? Oh, wow. Jedi mind grab. Who was it? I don't know who this is. Somebody tell us who this was. This is insane. Uniparty freak-offs? What the hell is going on at the RNC? We have new footage from the attack on Donald Trump's life. New footage has leaked. And here we have some of that for you. Let's take a look.
Bing check. Which building? The only building in front of the stage. Ah, that building. Maybe. Maybe not. How maybe not? You think it's necessary? I see a guy moving on the roof. Ah, the usual guys. Boss is very suspicious. He might be doing a parkour. He's lie down flat on his stomach. He's probably resting after doing parkour. He's looking towards Trump. Maybe the Trump fan tried to get a better view of him. Okay, he's pulled out a rifle. A rifle. Definitely a rifle. Can you tell if it's a real rifle? How I know if it's real? Maybe it's fake and we are worrying for nothing. It's a real rifle. Very strange. Boss, awaiting your orders. Do you see any clay pigeon shooting devices? I don't think he's practicing shooting clay pigeons. We need to be sure, Frank. Boss, now he's aiming towards Trump. Can you see his expression? What expression? His facial expression. He seems to be mad. I don't know, boss. Or is he looking at him admirably? I can't tell. Maybe he's just using the rifle scope to get a better look. Boss, if we don't act now, he will shoot him. Stay calm, Frank. I don't think. He's shooting, boss. Holy cow. He's still shooting. What do I do? Are you sure you don't see any clay pigeons around? No clay pigeons. All right, in that case, fire a warning shot immediately. We couldn't have known, Frank. We did everything we could. Some things are just unpredictable. An attack on a presidential candidate and a guy shooting. This is not the US I know. Bing, bing.
Exactly. Even the people in the foreign countries know how absolutely absurd the official story appears to be. Could you imagine being another nation and looking at the U.S. like, wow, really? Really, Americans? This is the detail. This is the agency. This is the team that's supposed to protect your president. And it had all the warning signs of a potential threat and waited to the last minute to pull the trigger. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Laughing stock of the world. Absolutely insane. We got to do better. We got to do better. First up for Grifter of the Day. This is a bit unexpected, but not shocking, considering he just reinstated Trump's account. Your boy Zuck has a change of heart.
I've done some stuff personally in the past. I'm not planning on doing that this time. And that includes, not endorsing either of the candidates. Now, look, there's obviously a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. The historic events over the last, over the weekend. And, on a personal note, it's, seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. But look, I mean, it's, you know, and I think, look, it's, at some level as an American, it's like hard to not get kind of emotional about that spirit and that fight. And I think that that's why a lot of people like the guy.
Zuck is now on the MAGA train. You heard it.
I've done some stuff personally.
He can claim he ain't endorsing no president, but that sounds like an endorsement if I ever heard one. Did Zuck get the call, or is he making the calls? Big change of heart. I remember when they suspended Trump. Then they unsuspended Trump this year. Just in the nick of time. So we got to put Zuck up for Grifter today. Rather suspicious now. Next up for Grifter today. Now this person here is one of Goldstein's favorite personalities on the internet. He enjoys his content. He's a big fan of this guy. And this guy right here is reacting to the RNC. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think it's official. The MAGA movement died either on the election night in 2016 or on the inauguration in 2017. Because everything since then has just been an unrelenting catastrophe. It's not funny. It's not high energy. There's no tweets. It's not right wing. It's not nationalist. It's not new. It's not different. And that speech was just that was a regular stump speech. He almost got killed on Saturday. It's the Republican convention, and he gave a stump speech.
Huh?
Totally unimpressive.
Really?
So this is just not the same guy, you know, and maybe I need to accept that, and maybe everybody needs to accept that. But this is literally or figuratively not the same person from 2016. It's just a different guy, different movement. So this is just a Republican candidate now. This is not a revolution. We're not making America great again with this. Does anybody really believe any of that? Does anybody honestly believe there will be a mass deportation? No. Does anybody believe we're going to cure cancer? No. What we're going to get is a tax cut. We're going to get a tax cut. Inflation will be reduced. Most likely the war in Ukraine will end.
Yeah, so far
I think
so good.
that's it.
I mean, that's kind of hard to argue.
But there will be no draining of the swamp. The swamp is back. The swamp is coming in.
That's true.
This is the swamp.
Yeah.
Industry and manufacturing are not coming back. The border will not be closed. Overall immigration will not be reduced.
I disagree on that point. I think immigration will be greatly reduced. I remember they were talking about the amount of immigrants that were reduced just because of Trump's words. Like, just because Trump said something, the people were like, all right, we not fucking with him. But then when Trump lost and Biden came in, it like flooded because of the rhetoric, because the immigrants themselves are, you know, getting details from the news, et cetera, et cetera. So I think just Trump's name alone, there'll be a reduction in illegal immigration. Will there be a mass deportation? I don't know if that's in Trump's hands. That to me sounds like a congressional decision. And if the Republicans don't take over both the House and the Senate, we probably won't see a mass deportation. But I do think we'll have a reduction in illegal immigration coming across.
Nothing will happen.
But he's right, though. We're definitely going to see a dip in inflation. We're definitely going to see some tax cuts. That's true. And for me, you know, those are two big ones for me. I'm about my money.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I'm about my guala. And the swamp. I mean, JD Vance. There's talks of Jamie Dimon. We covered that yesterday. I just don't know. Strong Dad just got his ticket. See y'all in Miami. It's up. Strong Dad is going to Hotep Con. This is Strong Dad's first Hotep Con. I'm about to meet my boy Trey. Oh shit.
Oh, this a real Hotep, bro.
Hey Trey, you know we gotta hit the gym. And get a workout in. I'm working out with Trey. He's gonna be my physical trainer. We might have to film that shit. We gonna get a workout in with Trey. That's gonna be fire. Shout out to Strong Dad coming. Pause. Lil Bear, $4.99 super. Will Biden make a bigger gaffe during his speech than calling Ukraine's President Putin? Time will tell. I mean, it can only get. I mean, how much worse can it get? I mean, it can get worse. Let's be honest. It can get worse. Because the more they put him in front of the camera and microphone, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Middleman Reek with the $20 holla. We just hit our goal.
Oh, this a real Hotep, bro.
Shout out to Middleman Reek. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you at the Hotep Kizon.
You may not like it. That's the truth. So it's just overwhelmingly disappointing. And that's why I said after the conviction, and I said after he announced he was running for re-election, that I'm not voting.
Oh, shit.
And I think that probably it's better that Trump is president than Biden.
Yeah.
But I can't bring myself to care that much at all.
Damn.
It's inarguable. Trump will be a better president than Biden. He will be more competent. He will be more effective. The economy will be better. The country will improve. But that's all that can be said.
Nick, you watching Grift Report? Is Nick Fuentes watching the Grift Report?
Oh, this a real Hotep, brother.
That was a very Hotep take. Nick sound like Hotep Jesus. He sound like
Hotep Jesus.
Wow. No Toe says that's a relatively balanced take. It's a solid take. It sounds like, something the Hoteps would say. I don't expect the swamp to be drained. It sounds like we're moving new people into the swamp, or maybe, the swamp is getting swampier. I don't know, but that's a real take. It's a real take. He cares with all his heart. There's no Nick without Trump in the first place. That's true. That's true. Teddy said he going the Hotep route. Hotep Oriba said, word for word, bar for bar. Word. Strong Dad Protocol, $5 holla. Looks like my Goldstein July videos reached Nick, because I definitely said that. Word. I think he been watching the Grift Report. He took that straight from you, Strong Dad. I'm not voting. He took that straight from you. Jay's World said he got some Apex. Nick Fuentes is on the Apex? Really? Big if true. Tari said he said almost everything Goldstein said yesterday. Yeah. Hey, man, we all know the biggest content creators in the world watch the Hoteps. They're always tuning in to see the best takes, because they know that if you watch the Hoteps, you are living in the future and you will have the best takes around. Shout out to Nick Fuentes watching the Grift Report. Let's get serious. We got some new information. We got some whistleblowers, and I ain't talking about Kamala.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I need to stop it. Breaking news, Right Angle News Network says United States Senator Josh Hawley has stated that whistleblowers have informed him that almost all of Donald Trump's security detail on Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania were not even Secret Service agents. The DHS set Trump up by not providing him with proper protection. And we have a screenshot of the letter here, which I'll attempt to read with this fine print. Let's see. It says, I write to raise concerns brought to me by whistleblowers about your department's stunning failure to protect former President Donald Trump at the rally. As Secretary of Homeland Security, you are, he wrote this to Mayorkas. Okay. You are ultimately responsible for your agency and its components, including the U.S. Secret Service. Whistleblowers who have direct knowledge of the event have approached my office. According to the allegations, the July 13th rally. Hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Oh, it won't let me scroll down. Hold on. Let me put the whole thing on the screen. Here we go. Not like you guys can read it anyway. It's okay. Was considered to be a loose security event. For example, detection canines were not used to monitor entry and detect threats in the usual manner. Damn, they had dogs out there. Individuals without proper designations were able to gain access to backstage areas. Department personnel did not appropriately police the security buffer around the podium and were also not stationed at regular intervals around the event security perimeter. In addition, whistleblower allegations suggest the majority of DHS officials were not in fact Secret Service agents, but instead drawn from the department's Homeland Security Investigation, HSI. This is especially concerning given the HSI agents were unfamiliar with standard protocols typically used at these type of events, according to the allegations. As a member of the Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee, which has oversight jurisdiction over your department, I will continue to investigate your department's role in the staggering security failures on July 13th. Unfortunately, your department has not been appropriately forthcoming with members of Congress. Abruptly ending the only call with USSS before most senators could even ask a question. Wow. They done hung up on these cats? They done hung up on Congress? You on a Zoom call with Congress and you hung up? This is completely unacceptable and contrary to the public's interest in transparency. Instead, we have learned more from whistleblowers than your department's officials. I will continue to protect the anonymity and confidentiality of all who contact any office and ensure that they receive the full protections under the law to which they are entitled, so that any office can continue its investigation into the events on July 13th. Please provide the following information no later than 7 days from now. How did DHS determine to staff this event, including any decision to rely on state and local offices? What percentage of DHS agents at the event were from the HSI rather than the Secret Service? Were a majority of the officers at the event drawn from HSI or DHS components rather than Secret Service? If so, why? Were the HSI agents properly trained in staffing these type of events? Did gaps exist in the security perimeter, or were the trusted protocols followed for the use of canines and magnetometers? Magnometers? I don't know. Were agents appropriately stationed around the podium? Were the standard protocols followed for issuing designed pins to vetted personnel that were allowed backstage? How long did agents physically spend on the ground surveying the site before the event? How did any paperwork obligations prevent a longer and more robust site survey? I await your response, Josh Hawley. These questions are decent, but I don't think that I have more questions. You know, for me, I just want all communications. Look, just send me all communications. I want every single piece of communication and document. I don't need you to fucking answer any fucking questions until we look at your communications. You sent me the video. Which video did you send me? Let me see. Head of Secret Service was confronted at the RNC. Okay, I see it here. Let's take a look, see if this is any good. Audio's terrible. It's neither here nor there. I need a copy of all communications, emails, text messages. Give me your phones. Give me your badges. Go home. Actually, you know, I want to say detained. They chased her ass down when she tried to leave. Damn. Yep, we gonna get to that, Noel. We gonna get to that, Noel. Now, some time ago, we warned you guys about, you know, we argued with the woke right about DEI. DEI said it's for black people. And I'm like, no, DEI is not for black people. It's specifically for women, white women, number one, liberal black women, not conservative black women, liberal black women, obviously liberal white women, and the rainbow flag. That's who that's reserved for. Black men are not included in DEI. I'm sorry to tell you, but straight black men are not included in DEI. And today I have proof of that. I can show you the rhetoric from the left that shows you how they view black men. Specifically, these progressive black women. Here we have Joyanne Reid.
You know, it's interesting because we were talking about this during the break. I mean, this is the Javier Milei election, right? I mean, and then in Argentina, that's how that went, which is that you had this coalition of, and not to be cruel, but, it was described as sort of an incel election. It was the young, angry men of Argentina who, they wanted a macho candidate. And it went along with policies like banning abortion, banning birth control, and, the idea of no-fault divorce. It all kind of goes together that you've seen this kind of election before. You see the same thing in Hungary. Like, the Orbanism of the party is it's rooted in returning white Christian men, but also white men and white adjacent men, black men, brown men who are white adjacent in terms of trying to also be in that dominant position in society. And then you have women who are willing to go along with that, right? There are a certain number of women.
White adjacent men. I'm now a white adjacent man.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
What? So we got to pull this up. Anybody remember this article? You know I was going to play it today. If you a real Hotep brother, you know I was going to bring this up. The Root. Damon Young once wrote on The Root. He says here, straight black men are the white people of black people. Straight black men are the white people of black people. And I got to tell you, I got to retort. If anybody is white, it is definitely the progressive black woman.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's the progressive black woman, and it's the rainbow male. You don't see them propping up, because he's talking about positions of power. And that's what she said. She said these guys, are positions of power. How come there are no straight black men in positions of power on your network? I mean, let's look. And we got one older gentleman here. I feel bad for him over here on the right. And he said that he didn't have no pushback, just cucked. But look who's sitting in the middle. The black woman. The black man's not sitting in that position of power. The black woman is sitting in that position of power. Black women are enrolling in college at the highest rate amongst the black race, and I think all races at one point. You are the one that's being given positions of power. We take a look at Netflix. Netflix, they've got all these movies created by black women. Y'all got all the power. What power do we have? So we're going to play that game, which is a stupid game. We're going to play that game about who's white adjacent. It's definitely the progressive black female. But let's not play that game because that's just absolutely ridiculous. But the fact of the matter that she said, I'm white adjacent. Well, it goes back to what we've said on this show previously. White has nothing to do with skin color. It's a concept. It's an idea. Always has, always will be. And these people know it. And that's why they've conflated me with white people. So shout out to my fellow whites in the chat. They just said it. I'm white now. I want all the privileges of white privilege. It's probably hardly none left. But this is crazy. They let her get away with this. Her husband needs to get that lady in line. She probably got him in line. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is what we got to deal with. This is what we got to deal with. And these are the people that talk for us. These are the people that, and the sad part is there are people in middle America who have never seen a black person a day in their life that will look at the TV, see Joyanne Reid, and believe she represents black people. I'm here to tell you, middle America, if you've never seen a black person, if I'm the first black person that you ever meet because you came to Hotep Con, I'm here to tell you, we don't know that lady. She ain't one of us. She is not like us at all. Okay? And I'm going to show you exactly here how she's been compromised. Because that's what this is. I don't know how much she was paid off. Shout out to the brother that sent me this right before the show. But she's been compromised. Let's take a look at the evidence. Sizzle Buzzle. That's one hell of a name. Got to say pause after that. Before Joy Reid got hers, quote unquote, she used to tell the truth about those racist white Democrats and how they string along black Americans just to keep the much needed votes coming in. So let's go to an old article she wrote when she was a young budding journalist. She says here, it's simple. Foley said, HJ, now we know why Mofax don't like you.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Heather said, yes, you were the first black people I ever met at Hotep Con. Heather, you know that's a damn lie. Oh, my God. What Lauren said? What happened? He said he gonna save it for phone call. Well, we're not doing phone calls today. I gotta go. It's like, no, I'm playing. We're gonna do the phone lines in a little bit. She says here, it's simple. Democrats have held black voters virtual hostages for so long that they have forgotten that you can't get something for nothing forever. Black voters no longer see the point of turning out in large numbers to support candidates who initially ignore them, belatedly woo them, and ultimately let them down. And here you see the article and they highlight her name. This is for Saturday Speak Up and the Herald, whatever this is. And the title of this article is Democrats Must Return to Roots. So what happened to Joyanne Reid when she was telling the truth? You know what happens? When these journalists catch fire and they start gaining power, the Democrats go, oh, this one could be a problem. Let's go ahead and send her, you know what it is? It's DEI.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's what it is. It's DEI. That's what they do. They go, you know what? These people are, these journalists are only complaining because they're unemployed and they lack employment. They lack financial capital. And they said, you know what? Let's hire her. And then when they hire her, they can mold her how they want. But they know that when they hire her, they buy her silence. That's what this comes down to. You are now on payroll. And they, to be honest with you, they don't even have to tell you not to speak like that anymore. You just know better. This is something I was thinking about the other day, where whether you're tap dancing for Democrats or you're tap dancing for Republicans, whoever you're tap dancing for, you know what not to say and what to say. You know what to say because of it's almost like Pavlov's bell, right? Where you're rewarded for doing the right thing. So you do something and you get rewarded. And you're like, okay, so I should do more of that. So in a way, you're conditioned to be obedient, to follow the party line. So they never actually have to come out and tell you not to do something. What they will do is they will make an example out of you if you do step out of line. We've seen that in the past. One example they tried to show us was Candace Owens. We know what that story's about. Another story for another day. But I think a better example is Diamond and Silk. Let's take a look at that story. Here we go. Right here. Fox News severs ties with Diamond and Silk. Trump campaign surrogates who push coronavirus conspiracy theories. So it says Fox News has severed ties with Diamond and Silk, the video bloggers and political commentators who bill themselves as loyal Trump supporters. Okay. Twitter locked their account over a tweet that criticized coronavirus crisis, stay-at-home orders, and suggested that people should be out in the environment. Quote here says, the only way we can become immune to the environment, we must be out in the environment, they wrote. Herd immunity is what they're talking about. Natural immunity. Quarantining people inside their homes for extended periods will make people sick. Twitter said that the tweet was in violation of its coronavirus misinformation policy. Diamond and Silk removed the tweet, but they have continued to rail against stay-home policies. It says, we are the United States, not communist China. This deep state experiment that we've all been suckered into must end, or we will no longer have our freedoms or our country. They wrote on Twitter. We were asked to go inside to flatten the curve, not the economy. Damn. So Diamond and Silk wasn't with the coronavirus shit. They wasn't with the agenda. Did Fox News stand by them? No. Oh, shit. You can talk bad about Democrats. You can do a lot of things. But Blackie, you've overstepped your boundaries. Tucker Carlson, you've overstepped your boundaries. You're not allowed to talk about this stuff. So they'll make examples out of you, and they don't tell you what not to say. You'll just see other people do things and then get fired, and you go, okay, there's a boundary here. So you can say a lot of things about Fox News, but it's a little weird that what they were saying turned out to look like the truth. Yes, they did take the jibby jabbies. Yes, they did. Turns out that Diamond and Silk wasn't crazy after all. Hindsight is 2020. But Hotep vision is always 2020.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Thank you, Alex. Now, we've had a lot of interesting things happen over the past week. But things have just gotten spookier. Microsoft experiences global outages. Says cybersecurity global outages. Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike hit hard, affecting global services, including banks, media, airports. Airlines have been affected severely. Global payment systems impacted. Australia calls for emergency meeting. 9/11 services disrupted all across the USA. London Stock Exchange was also disrupted, and you see the various companies that were affected. Even AWS went down. Oh my God. AWS went down? Wait a second. Wait, I thought they had their own cloud service. I gotta fact check that. I don't know if that's right. Oh shit. Oh shit. AWS went down? Yo. That's insane. Wow. Everything runs on AWS. So apparently what they're saying is the cybersecurity team, well, firstly, whenever you're going to put out a new update, because that's what they said, this was a bad update. They said normally when you do an update, you test it, right? You got to test the update, make sure everything functions, then you push it out. However, this update went out and it had a bug and it caused outages across the globe. That's insane. That's insane that the software was designed in such a way that, because usually, like, you know, you would want to segment your network, right? And, you know, if I were a cybersecurity guy, you know, the updates would go out regional, right? Like you would send the update out to, let's say, the Northeast region, right? So that way, as the update rolls out, you can catch it before the whole world is affected. That just seems like common sense to me. You know, no IT guy. I mean, I did go to school for IT. I did study IT, but that's not my expertise. But it just what makes sense to me. Like roll it out in batches, right? So in case there's something wrong, we catch it before they roll out the update to the entire globe. Something does not pass the smell test. And that's when it hit me. It hit me in a flash. And that's one thing I can say about intuition. Intuition is, it's a very interesting thing. It's, you know, what a thought is and what intuition is, two completely things. And intuition is like faster than light. That's how you know it's intuition. Because I wasn't even thinking about it. The moment that I got this intuitive thought, I wasn't even thinking about the thing. It was like, you know, it was like, oh, AWS is down. Microsoft is down. It's tragic. You know, what the fuck is going on? And I put it out of my mind. And later on, it hit me. They lost the Secret Service data in the Microsoft outage. That's my conspiracy theory, and I'm sticking to it. Now everybody knows CrowdStrike and their history mentioned in the WikiLeaks files. Go do your Yandexes. You know, they were involved in, I believe, the Hillary email situation and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a lot of dirt here from CrowdStrike, and this just does not pass the smell test. Shantae says just in time for Monday's congressional hearing. Exactly. High Definition said, I'm thinking about buying Starlink now. That's hilarious. Good luck. So it's just a theory. I could be wrong. I've been wrong a bunch of times. I've been right too. But this is very suspicious. What's the engagement on this one? Almost 1,000 retweets on this one. Another banger. And the funny thing is, I published this at 11:29, right? I'm going to show you how interconnected the Hotep bubble is. I published that at 11:29, right? And then I go check my For You tab. And then I see right here, 11:30. A minute after me, Uncle Hotep says, they took down the network to scrub the crime scene. A minute later, that's how you know the Hotep minds is connected, because me and him had the same thought at the same exact time. That's insane. Absolutely insane. He tweeted it right after me. Yep. Crazy.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I beat you, Unc. I beat you to the punch. I beat you to the grift. But something else happened recently. You know, when the deep state, when the swamp does something very swampy, they send all the distractions out. Now, the other day, ICC called for the arrest of Bibi again. And either this is a swampy distraction or this is a Bibi distraction. Either way, it looks fishy. But Tel Aviv was struck last night. Okay? Tel Aviv was struck. And this is something we said before. We said, oh, yeah, our Jewish friends better get low. We said they better get low. And here we got the Tel Aviv. It says here from Partisan Girl, Syrian Girl, breaking a drone has struck a building in Tel Aviv in retaliation to Israel bombing, in retaliation to Israel bombing civilians in Lebanon. So the distractions, first of all, let me just say, you know, God bless all the lives lost in the families dealing with the casualties and stress, et cetera, et cetera. But everything's coming out the woodwork now. Everything's coming out the woodwork. We're throwing everything except the kitchen sink. Keep your head on the swivel. It's getting wild out here. Let's head to the Super Dap of the day. Super Dap Dap of the Day brought to you by Super Dap AI. Follow Super Dap AI over on Twitter, Super Dap with 2 P's AI. A leader in SocialFi and the brainchild of Syscoin. Shout out to all my Syscoin hodlers. We are doing very well right now. Shout out to y'all. But I can't wait to move my Syscoin over there so my Syscoin can grow. I got some interesting information for you today. A little off the beaten path, but let's take a look. Uber Boyo says Carl Jung on Wiggers. Says even today, the European, however highly developed, cannot live with impunity among the Negroes in Africa. Their psychology gets into him unnoticed, and unconsciously he becomes a Negro. So we got black men or white adjacent and black men or black adjacent. And he goes into some examples. He says examples. Cool, quote unquote, was a label used during the 60s by black jazz artists. One even laughed at the absurdity of this word becoming popular among whites. Even the aristocratic hard right uses based as its canonical label of good. Based came from a rapper. Shout out to Bass God, Lil B the Bass God. This is true. This is true. Rock and roll music, which is seen as white music par excellence, was of course built by artists who were imitating black blues musicians, for example, Janis Joplin. Most Zoomer lingo comes from rappers or black streamers, Cap and Riz. I also see how Stromzy and Grime dominate the lingo for young white British Zoomers, bruv and badman. Badman's very Jamaican, and there's a strong patois influence in the UK vernacular. I remember one of our beloved white folks over here in the chat said, if I removed all the black vernacular from my vocabulary, I wouldn't be able to speak. Says here, this cultural appropriation has happened during a period when white culture has faded and whites themselves have become quite sterile and politically limp. Before the Irish took on the British, they incubated a strong and vibrant Celtic culture, so we had our own identity. Our famous rebel songs came out of this. True spiritual strength exudes this self-belief, and out of this comes everything strong. Your own art, style, politics, futurism, and even children. So the white nationalists are bucking. They're telling white people, you better stop talking like them niggas, you wiggers. And he provides some examples here. And they do this with artists. You know, when artists need a little bump, they get a little edgy hip hop in them. And then they do the rebrand later on, as you saw there with Miley Cyrus. Anyway, let's head to the phone lines. Text Hotep your name at 202-596-5631, and I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
Real quick, I just saw something. What does it say here? It says UPS driver here. We use Microsoft, and late yesterday evening, we all suddenly lost the ability to photograph our deliveries. HJ might be onto something here. Rudy, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Happy Friday. Happy Hotep Friday to all the Hoteps and the Hotep adjacent in the chat, man.
Hotep.
This is your number one wigger calling from Virginia. What's happening, man?
What's up, bro?
All right. First of all, man, you're in pure violation, man, of your own standards, man.
Am I?
And I think that yes, you are. Bro.
What I do?
I'll tell you why. We always complain, man. I put it in a tweet the other day about how people put Destiny on and show us content, bring him on, and even discuss shit with that fucking LGBTQ diversity hire.
Yeah.
And then you put the LGBTQ white supremacist on your show, so we gotta listen to his fucking opinion about anything, man. So you're in
Nick?
violation of your. Yes.
What? How did I violate my own?
Because why are we even? Who cares what Nick Fuentes has to say about any fucking thing, HJ?
Who cares? But he was on point,
He's not
though.
culturally relevant, man. He's not culturally relevant, man. He's not culturally relevant. And he's not, and nobody knows, listen, man. Nobody knows yet what the hell's about to happen, man. Policy, personnel is policy. If that motherfucking Trump puts Tom Homan in, you best believe mass deportations are coming. He puts Chris Kobach in, of the DHS, Ann Coulter's little fucking soy boy that she wants so bad, best believe mass deportation's coming. If he picks Swamp, I mean, the Swamp is the Swamp, man, and he's not getting rid of it. I'm with you on that, you know what I'm saying? But let's sit back and watch if he puts Cash Patel in and lets him run the FBI, changes are coming, man. So let's just sit back and wait and see, man. You know what I'm saying? We can make our predictions, we can do that and this and that, but man, you can't put that, man. Stop amplifying that dude's voice, man. Fuck that faggot, man. And this has nothing to do with Hotep Jesus, his opinions. This is the opinions of the number one wigger from Virginia.
So you think you think there's going to be a mass deportation?
Dog, if he puts Tom Homan in to run the Border Patrol and puts that dude Chris Kobach in to run DHS, yes, 100%, bro. They're gonna. Anytime one of them gets arrested, they're going to start whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? What I think, what they say, what Tom Homan says his plan is empower local law enforcement. You get pulled, you know, it's not like ICE is going to run around and rile people up, but if the Norfolk police pick up an illegal, they're going to be able to put his ass in jail, and DHS is coming to get him, and they're shipping him out, bro. If they put that personnel in. Now, if they don't, you know what I'm saying, then Nick might be right, but let's just sit back and watch, man. You know what I'm saying? And definitely I don't want to hear what that dude has to say, man. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that guy, dog. You're in violation just like Destiny, man. You cannot put that dude up there, man. You cannot put that dude on your channel. Don't amplify his voice. He's queer. Just like my biggest beef with the Beanie Man and his whole team. They're all up there. The family values. You're all unmarried. None of you had fucking kids. Shut up. Talk about some millennial or some Zoomer shit. But shut the fuck up about family and kids, because none of you have it. Just like Nick Fuentes talking about, well, white people need to reproduce and da-da-da. Dog, you're a faggot, dude. You don't even sleep with women. So what are you talking about reproducing for?
I think Nick Fuentes is a very important voice that we must pay attention to.
Nah, man. Nick Fuentes is an LGBTQ CIA sock puppet that's put out into the fucking ethos to divide and conquer the populace.
He represents a particular demographic.
I want to see, what, gay people? Gay people? I want to see him and Destiny have a debate, man. That would be the funniest thing ever, man, to watch two undercover fags argue about shit, man. Otherwise, I don't want to hear from either one of them, dude. They're fucking mutts, dog. They never got their hands dirty, never picked up a shovel, never dug a ditch, never been in a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? They're pussies, man. Don't put them on your channel, man. So you're in violation of your own rules. You know what I'm saying? You're in violation of your own rules.
Hey, listen. Nick got that fire. I'm going to keep playing that shit.
Oh, my God, dog. Oh, my God.
You're going to have to work with it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you gotta go to court, dog. You got to go to Hotep court, man.
Hey, that's fine.
Pull up the charges. He's got to pull up the charges. I'll come in as the prosecuting attorney, man.
I got to give everybody. A nice round out view. Okay, we're gonna get Nick Fuentes' opinion. We're gonna get Joyanne Reid. We're gonna get Trump. We're gonna get all the views.
Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear what Ricky Moon has to say either. Man, that chick has the Ricky Moon, man. Listen, I grew up in Norfolk. I went to Booker T. Washington. When brothers would come to school with their hairline pushed back, other brothers would joke them. They'd be like, "You got that Ricky Moon." Joy Reid has a bleached blonde Ricky Moon haircut, man. I don't want to hear from that bitch neither, man. Bitch, until you grow some hair or put a fucking decent wig on, shut the fuck up. All right, and I'm speaking on black issues because I'm Virginia's #1 wigger. Okay?
Who the fuck is Ricky Moon? How do you spell Ricky Moon?
Ricky Moon, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I never knew. I had just moved down here from Jersey, middle school, but if a dude come back with a pushback hairline, the brothers in school used to be like, "Yeah, you got your hair pushed back like Ricky Moon." So I'm telling you, Joy Reid has a bleached blonde Ricky fucking Moon haircut, man. Well, I don't want to hear from that bitch neither, man.
I just typed it into Google. I can't find this guy.
I don't know, dude. Booker T. Washington High School. Bingo, dude. Heather said it right in the chat. Anyway, man, shout out to all you motherfuckers, man. Have a blast this weekend. The vet's on the grind until 3 a.m. Cannon, what's good, brother, man? I hope you're having a blast down there in Virginia Beach, man. Shout out to UHJ, man. That was a good show last night, man. The after party was lit too, man.
Salute.
Everybody keep your head on the swivel, kiss your family members, smoke a blunt, love one another, Hotep and fucking Bill. The vet is out, man, and you're going to court Thursday, man. I'm out.
Hotep and Bill. Yo, Angelia's right. Who would HJ be able to play anymore? Everyone is a fed or gay. Like, for real. This is the Grift Report. On the Grift Report, what do we show you? We show you the grifters. Now, there's some grifters I refuse to show you. Steven being one of them. I can't allow him to be on the Grift Report. But would it be the Grift Report if we couldn't show you what the grifters are saying? We got to show you what the grifters are saying, the best of the grifters. And Nick Fuentes, when it comes to grifters, he's the best of the best. He's one of the best. The kid, I don't know how, he ended up with Ye. Candace Owens ended up with Ye. I feel like there's some Fed honeypot or some shit going on that they, got access to Ye. I don't know how the fuck these motherfuckers got access to Ye. Ye has some of the worst judgment of character. I mean, he talks about his various handlers and then the people he puts around him. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? I'm starting to question your judgment, bro. Like, what are we doing? I got to report the grift. That's what I got to do. I got to do this. He says Nick is the griftiest little twink in the room. He's grifty. We got to do it. We got to show you the grifters. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Goldstein's about to call in. Let's see what Goldstein's got for us today. Goldstein, go ahead and hit my line. I'm trying to find this Ricky Moon guy. I can't find no Ricky Moon. Must have been somebody like a local legend or some shit like that.
Call from Murphy's Law Rescue.
Goldstein.
What's happening?
What's happening, bro?
Same old shit.
What you got for us today, man?
Man, let me start off with this one.
Okay.
The same guy that the right wing has been calling an adrenochrome guzzling lizard man, lightweight endorsed their dude, but there's nothing to see here.
Who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh. Yeesh.
Meme after meme after meme of this motherfucker looking like a goddamn alien, where they're just dragging his motherfucking ass all over the goddamn internet highway. And he just makes one motherfucking video and even lives a TikTok. Shout out to Blossom. Even that bitch is retweeting it on some hell yeah type shit. You can't be fucking shitting me right now.
They got King Lizard endorsing Trump subconsciously.
The king of the goddamn lizards. Wow.
Yeah, he definitely an alien. He's definitely an alien species.
Bruh, let me tell you, man. It's over. It's over. I don't give a damn what nobody say. This shit is over. I want to see the FBI. The FBI, I think, is being a scapegoat, bro.
Okay.
I think the FBI is being scapegoated. I believe everything. Listen, the motherfucking powers that be know that if you're looking for a conspiracy theory, you can throw a rock in the MAGA and hit one. If you're looking for the theorists, right? They know this. So it's not hard for them to manipulate that situation to get what they want out of it. All right? I think the FBI is being scapegoated here, and I think it's because they're trying to get rid of the FBI. So what better way to do that is do all this shit, some bullshit comes out later, and fucking he goes in there on a revenge tour and disassembles that shit to reassemble it into something far worse.
Why'd you bring it to the FBI? What made you think of that?
Because that seems to be where all the fucking arrows are pointing when it comes to this fucking assassination attempt. Like, they are in on it. All the way down to some bitch sitting in the fucking... Look, some bitch sitting in the crowd with the phone filming shit.
Oh, no,
she's supposedly FBI.
No, she's not. She's not
right?
FBI. That was fake news.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. But that's not... Look, the fake news is going to get people going in various directions. Now you got Josh Hawley talking about, that wasn't really Secret Service, but he doesn't explain who or what it is. Probably doesn't know.
He said it was HIS.
Okay, HIS. That's Mayorkas and them, correct? He's on his way to fucking get charged with treason and some more shit.
He need to.
You got this dude on He's talking of the third shooter on the fucking tower who zip lined down, that guy.
Oh yeah.
I go to his bio. This motherfucker's a CIA, NSA contractor, supposedly. Right? So they just keep lighting all these fucking fires, but they get the conspiracy-minded individuals to look at the FBI this entire time. And nobody's actually looking anywhere else as a result. It's sucking all the oxygen out of the room. All of it. All right? Nobody's considering nothing else. They've almost already got it fucking wrapped up in their head of what exactly happened and who exactly is responsible. Right? That's a very dangerous place to be.
It's an interesting angle.
And I do think at the end of the day that there's going to be significant fingers pointed at that, the FBI, the deep state, and all the other rest of these motherfuckers. All right? And like I said, I think it's to disassemble their asses. You know?
It's big if true. Big if true.
But, yeah. But I want to close with this. Abuse of motherfucking power. All right? Justine Ellison, one of the people who frequent the chat, currently has a wrench. You need to strip that from her. Because there's people right now who are scared, not scared, but like concerned that they can't say nothing about this broad's antics in the chat for fear of being blocked permanently from the channel.
What'd she do?
She in here wilding the fuck out, calling people motherfucking all kinds of shit, including Jay, Lauren, Heather, Kay, you know, people that's been around for a while now. And she in here just wilding the fuck out for no goddamn apparent reason, right? It's almost as if she's got like a psychotic break that she's working on daily, from what I'm understanding. And then I witnessed it today a little bit. But I don't know if you're listening to this, Justine. I don't know if you are actually having a psychotic break and you're on your way to shoot up the town square right now. I don't know. But all I know is you need to chill the fuck out, because this is Goldstein's lie. But the last thing you want to do, Justine, is piss me off to where I would make it Goldstein year on you every day. Because I have nothing better to do between the hours of 1 to 4, and I'm a very petty nigga. That's all I gotta say.
Cannon just text me. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hotep and Bill. Where's she at? I'm looking at. I can see all participants right now. She's not in there. That's a little strange. Lauren, hit the line. Lauren, call the line. Keep calling and tell me what's going on. I want to hear from my sisters. Because JAAA is saying she bans people, blocks people. It's ridiculous. Hotep Court. She was here earlier, yeah. She dipped. She dipped after Goldstein called her out in the chat. Can we all just get along? Lauren, are you available to hit my line? Tell me what's going on in the chat. Getting text messages and shit. Damn, motherfuckers text me about this shit.
Call from
Lauren.
Lauren, what's going on, yo?
Yo, oh my God. Let me tell you something. You don't come for my people, because I will come for your fucking neck. this broad right here, I don't know what the fuck she's on. I don't know what her problem is, but she says shit in your chat. Like, she'll type shit in your chat. We can't block it. We can't remove it. And she says things that could possibly get your channel struck. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I don't know what her problem is, but she just decides to pop off at people every now and then. You know what I mean? And she's like, well, if you don't like it, then block me. Well, whatever. I'm not blocking her because I want to see the shit that she says.
Right.
And if she's coming for Jay, like, who the fuck do you think you are? This bitch right here, she's wild. She's wild. I gotta call in. I'm gonna call in. Bitch, don't never fucking call in. Like, what? I don't know what her deal is, but let me tell you something right now. I will put fucking hands on her. You come in here and do that shit again. This ain't the fucking We don't play this. We don't play this over here.
Oh my
God. We try to be respectful to everybody, no matter what your opinion is. I don't agree with everything that everybody says, but I'm not gonna just block them and start deleting their messages just off rip just because I don't like what you said. And that's what she's doing. She got a fucking problem. She needs to put down the fucking wine, you drunk bitch.
What she say to Jay?
She called her a retard because Jay asked her why she deleted somebody's messages.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you want to see it, you can go scroll up. What the fuck? Cursing at Jay. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She didn't say nothing sideways to you. All she did was ask why you fucking blocked it or deleted the message. Hey, you can go up and say, you know what, bitch? Ooh, I can't stand people like that.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Like, I keep screenshots of the shit that she says, you know, because I want to show you the things that she's saying. But it's like, I don't know if you're gonna care. You busy and shit like that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I know, because you doing the show. You don't have time to pay attention to everything that everybody says. But I'm telling you right now, she gotta go.
Well, she's gone. I just went into my settings, and it took me a second to find it, but I found it. Actually, you go into settings, and then you go to community, and then it shows me managing moderators and standard moderators, and she's been removed because that's uncalled for. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've been waiting for her to come at me, and she keeps trying, but you know, I try to be respectful. You know what I mean? We come here to enjoy ourselves, to laugh, to learn. You know what I'm saying? We don't need this type of bullshit in the chat.
Mm.
And if you really about that fucking life, come see somebody in person, bitch. I'll bust your fucking head like a grape.
Oh my Lord. Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm telling you, I don't play with my people. Don't fucking come for my people. I will take your fucking neck.
We don't condone violence, but I hear you. We have removed her rent. She's no longer a mod, so that shouldn't be a problem going forward.
My God, I'm so glad that this is just resolved, and now we can enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, great. Because I was wondering, I'm like, I ain't seen you or Jay chatting, and I'm like, what? I was wondering why. Okay, now we know why. All right, we got to the bottom of it. All right. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me this skinny.
Thank you. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Damn. I mean, you know, I gotta wait on immigration. You know, Goldstein, he runs immigration. He's in charge of Insurgent Watch. And when he told me she had to go, I pretty much made my mind up there, because if Goldstein say you got to go, you've definitely violated, because he's a very, you know, wildcat himself. But, you know, he's got a certain threshold. So if you've broken Goldstein's threshold, then you're definitely wilding. And then for Jay and Kay, you know, I got people texting me and Lauren, Heather. Yeah, we can get a game of chess at Hotep Con, absolutely. Yeah, well, she had to go. You know, I got to listen to the community. And if Goldstein says she got to go, I'm sorry I had to deal with it. I'm sorry I didn't know about this sooner. Kay did text me a few weeks back and say, yo, whatever with Justine. But I thought, I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was just, maybe they'd had an argument, because Kay has had a couple of arguments with people in the past, like Mike. So I just figured, Kay was just upset that day. But apparently she's been a nuisance. So we won't have that problem anymore. I'm a border reporter, put me on. Why would you? That don't even sound right. I'm a border reporter, put me on. What? First of all, I don't give a fuck about that border. First of all, go do your job. Why are you in my chat if you're a border reporter? Go do your job. Second of all, what the fuck you want to talk about? We're going to get Renee in next. We got Strong Dad calling in. But who says stuff like that? I'm a border reporter, put me on. No please and nothing. Just like, I should be on your channel. We got Reaction PR. Reaction PR gives us all the details on the border. We got somebody high level. We ain't worried about you.
Call from
Strong Dad.
Strong Dad, what's up, bro?
What up? I'm up here in the mountains painting a miniature house.
Okay.
If I lose service, then that's just what it is.
All right, you sound good, though. Pause.
Good. Yo, first of all, damn, man. It's crazy. I done saw a couple things, but, I be working, so I can't be in the chat like that.
Uh-huh.
So, I haven't seen all that, but that's wild. Anyway.
Oh, so you did see that stuff before?
I've seen some strange comments, and in my head, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on up in the chat? But I just don't have the time to scroll the whole chat sometimes. I'm working while I'm on here. So,
right.
It makes it a little harder. But, I have seen some weird things. But anyway, listen, I was going to make a video today. So I made like five takes, but I was like, I'm cussing way too much. I'm getting way too upset at the situation. So I'm just going to let this energy leave me. And the video was literally what you talked about when you talked about Joy Reid and black men. It's almost like I just sent it up and you caught it, because you said if I sent you the dry takes, it'd be hilarious.
What did I catch?
So the fact that they put people like Joy Reid in these positions, I was much more into the fact that the reason they don't put black men in charge of things, the reason why DEI or the reason why black men must be compared to white men in this capacity is because capable black men in positions of power typically run that position better than anyone else.
Right.
And this is why you don't see real capable black men on the right, and this is why you don't see any black men unless they're cuck niggas like Mark Lamont Hill on the left.
Yeah.
Because they can't have either one of these. If you put even a black man who is not left or right is closer to Hotep than any of them. And putting one who is capable in his position, fair and balanced, in power will automatically turn that structure Hotep. And they know that. And that's why they keep putting the battery in these emotional fucking coons, giving them the fucking degree and letting the rest of us sit in the background and say that we don't speak for them or make us adjacent to white men. What you said pretty much outlined it perfectly, but it was exactly what I was thinking this morning. It's at this point, these motherfuckers need to be locked up for treason, man. Every black female politician should be locked up for treason until further notice.
They all insurgents. They are crippling us one bad take at a time.
I haven't seen one good one yet. And if she shows up, she's immediately castigated and put to the side. She's not given the ability to rise to power. This Sonny's voice is a perfect example of what they don't want. They don't want someone who can fucking deliver that fire. There's just too much emotion behind it.
Yeah.
And that's why they're able to utilize it against us also, because there's how much emotion exists behind it.
It comes back to the fact that you know, they want people that can be manipulated and controlled, and a strong black man or a strong white man or a strong man, period, cannot be controlled. They're going to do their own thing. That's why you don't see Tucker there, because, you know, Tucker has amassed so much power that he kind of got bigger than Fox. So
he's aware. He's aware of it.
Yeah, so he had to go, right? So that's what it comes down to. A straight, strong man, alpha, man on Apex is he's you know, at some point he's going to say no. He's going to say no, right? Like they're going to be in a meeting and say, hey, you know, here's the agenda for the day, and he's going to be like, I'm not really feeling that.
I'm not with that.
And they you know, he might want to make some edits. You know, he might not say no completely, but he might want to make some edits. And they're like, no, this is what it is, and they don't want to deal with that. So they go with people that go along to get along, people that are down with the agenda, and we'll just, you know, yeah.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And lastly, I agree and disagree with Rudy. It can't be a violation because the grift must happen.
Right.
The grift must be displayed. We must analyze the grift. And there are concessions we have to make because there are certain people who rule their sector of the grift or sway enough power. But I also agree with Rudy that this nigga don't say nothing. Everything he said, everything he's ever said that's been poignant, one of us has said on video or in chat or on the stream already. He's a non-essential worker. He is a non-essential worker. This nigga only exists. He only exists because there's enough white niggas who are pissed off at the way the right is becoming that they're willing to listen to him. But they could go anywhere and get they could have his take. They probably have his take. He is essentially me and Goldstein and yourself and the rest of us combined with extra racism sprinkled on the top. With extra, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If someone just took the gloves off of us completely, then that would be like he's the softcore version of that. He's a useless entity, and it's so Destiny could be this nigga. This is what I'm saying. Anybody could be this nigga. He's not.
My God.
He really. He's drifting into obscurity. And he stays in his lane. You know what? He's got a little lane, a little box in the alley, and niggas be crowding around the box. But no, they don't spill over. They're not strong enough to spill over because, like he said, them bitches don't go to the gym.
Yeah. But you're right, though. Like, because it's the Grift report, we have to analyze the Grift for the people who are unfamiliar with how to detect the Grift, how to dissect the Grift. You know, we gotta analyze the Grift. So it's for educational purposes only that we feature Nick Fuentes on this channel.
Exactly. That's
today's
100%.
point. Today's point. It was pretty much, you know, was like, oh, look, he watches the Grift report because it's the same exact take you said, Goldstein said yesterday, I said, you know, so, you know, that's why. But yeah, we've got to analyze the Grift and all grifters. It's just that Steven is just not allowed to be analyzed on this show. There's nothing to analyze there.
I would punch that nigga. I don't know why, but I feel like if I was working at like a Taco Bell or something and that nigga came to the drive-thru, like I feel like I would punch him. I don't know, something about the way I feel like he would ask for his food. You know, I don't know, but that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the chat.
Yo, Hotep and Bill. Let's get Renee in here. Ladies, I apologize. I apologize for not doing something about Justine Ellison sooner. I apologize for not being more attentive, and I'll have to do better in the future. But I'm sorry you guys had to go through that, you know, because you guys are, you know, some of my greatest supporters, some of Hotep Nation's greatest supporters. You come to our events. You've been, you know, Lauren's a day oneer. You know, Lauren was there when I got kicked out of TPUSA. So you come for Lauren, you come for me. So, you know, I apologize for not being all over that a little bit sooner.
Call from
Renee.
Renee, what's up, bro?
What's up, Hotep? How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. What's happening, man? Renee is on the line. Renee is the official graphic designer for all things Hotep and Hotep Nation. What's up, bro?
Not much. On side note, I just finished Cannon's Creators, so he'll be dropping that soon too. So
yeah.
And also any other people that need to be creative for, just let me know and I'll start knocking them out. There's their creative out too.
Hell yeah.
But more importantly, I want to give you a personal review on Apex itself.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
So one of your rules in your book, Rules of Masculinity, is to know your women's cycle, right?
Yeah.
Very important to know your women's cycle.
Got to know your women's cycle. That's chapter 1.
Chapter 1. You have to know it. I mean, I have 4 kids, and so knowing my wife's cycle was super important. So 3 months ago, or about 4 months ago, when I started taking my Apex, I thought I knew my wife's cycle perfect. But whatever the fuck you put in this Apex, I don't know how strong it is, but man, I'm having kid number 5.
Oh,
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm super excited. I wanted a first child. My wife was always crazy about because I'm the man of my family. I dictate the direction, and I don't, like I said, I wasn't trying. I thought I knew the cycle, but this Apex shit, it changed me. So number 5 is coming. I'm super excited about that. And I just want to say, just like Apex, I'm telling you, men, there's something in Apex. Even if you try to go, I'm telling you, the pull-out method is not strong enough. It's not strong enough.
Oh, shit. Fertility is way up.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now this is a try call. I mean, I want to talk about fellow millennials and the next generation. You know what? Stop overthinking it. Have some fucking kids.
Yeah.
Already.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm telling you, if you only have 1 kid, 2 kids, and say this is too hard, stop being a bitch. It's like making more kids. If you want to change this world, we can complain all we want about it, but unless you're having kids, you're not changing shit.
Facts.
So,
facts.
And that's why I wanted to let you know that personally, that I love my Apex. This shit is awesome. And fellow men, if you're not taking your Apex, you need to start taking your Apex. Start getting your wife pregnant.
Oh, man.
We need to change this game. We need to change our country for the better.
Yes, sir. One baby at a time.
One baby at a time. And one other thing, too. I love Rudy. I love his perspective. I want to put it to the chat. But, man, when I see everybody, especially him, when I hear him ragging on Nick Fuentes, it feels like the black cop trying to show up for his white partner.
It feels like what?
It feels like the black cop showing off for his white partner.
What does that mean?
I feel like he goes extra hard on Nick because he's a fellow white man and he wants to show everybody else. Like, look, I'll go ham on this motherfucker. We need to hate him. He's a piece of shit. Don't even talk about him. Don't even anything. Even though I believe personally that Nick, I know I might be the minority, but Nick is special for his demographic. You might hate it or love it. He makes waves. He pushes people. And at the end of the day, you hate him or love him, he wants a society that he believes that is best. No different what Strong Dad feels. He's pro-black, pro his culture. You know, Nick Fuentes is pro-white, pro his culture, but don't tell him that his love for Italians is also love for blacks, because we all know Italians are blacks. So
yeah,
but it's no different than that. Like that's what I look at Nick. Nick is like he's I'm sorry, but he's making waves for his demographic, and he wants he wants the best. What he feels he strongly feels that's what it is.
All right,
so,
strong feedback. I appreciate you, bro.
Well, thank you, brother. Hotep to the chat.
Hotep and Bill. I gotta defend Rudy. I don't think Rudy's trying to overcompensate and show that he hates the white man for us. I don't think that's it. But Foley's saying he feels like they hating. I think there's a little bit of hate in there. There's a little bit of hate in their blood. I don't feel no type of way about Nick or any of these people. I don't have jealousy or hate for any of these people. I think the only Strong Dad said, $5 holla, I'm not pro-black. He's pro-Hotep. The only person I hate is Hillary Clinton. I just got to be honest with you. Everybody else is just like, I'm just analyzing the grift. But that testimony for Apex, I mean, he asked me, like, what did you put in it? So here's the thing, okay? And I'm going to be racist when I say this. It's going to sound racist, so disclaimer. White men hate God.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
White men hate nature. Like, as much as they be in tune with nature, they be out of tune with nature, right? It's like they're completely adverse to plants. The only white man that I see that fucks with plants are usually like the yoga, gay, progressive dudes, right? Like the one thing we agree on is the power of plants. Whereas what you see with some of these white bro dudes is like when they want their testosterone supplement, when they want their nootropics, they want it now, right? So when you look at our competitors, we don't have any competitors. But when you go look at what's in some of the other testosterone products, first of all, they call them testosterone boosters. We do not call our product a testosterone booster. We call it testosterone support. Because we don't boost anything. There's an equilibrium, there's a harmony that your body has to find that's right for you. But when you go look at the ingredients, what you'll find is a lot of extracts and isolates that'll be like quick fixes, right? You even see some guys pushing out TRT, right? Some guys push out steroids. Nature has provided steroids. Literally, I'll show you right now. And the other thing is, a lot of these guys that start these companies, I'm gonna show you this in a second. When they start these companies, what they're trying to do is they want to guarantee that people will say their product works. Okay. And they know, let's just deal with flow, right? Like nootropics. You'll see some of the nootropics on the market where you take them and you feel it right away, right? I would say that's an artificial boost. It's not a real, it's an artificial boost, whereas flow is more like helping your body find harmony within itself. It's a completely different approach we take. So when you see those other nootropics, they got like B12 and, like all these like isolates and extracts and, like real big pharma shit. Like as much shit they want to talk about big pharma. These other products are big pharma. When we started our company, I said, I do not want to shill big pharma to our audience. Now, this is technically the first company I have ever launched, the first product I have ever launched outside of my music industry career. This is technically, and outside of founding Hotep Nation, this is the first physical product I've ever launched. And I've been in business development for 20 years, okay? Marketing and business development. So I've worked with mad companies, 50 plus companies, okay? Developing brands, developing artists, developing products, developing apps, you name it. So I have a ton of experience in this industry. And the way this Men of Order project came about was, or Master Focus was the first product. This is the old bottle. Some of y'all remember this. I was talking to Taylor. Taylor's our video guy, one of our producers. And Taylor said to me, Hotep Jesus, you're terrible at monetizing your brand. And I said, you're absolutely right, Taylor. It's a big problem I have. This was when I flew out to Idaho and I was staying with him and his wife and his kid. And we were having coffee and some eggs in the morning. And we were shooting the series, the meditation series. And he asked me, so we started walking through mentally, what it is. And what it is, my brand. And I said, well, after the Joe Rogan experience, one of these publications said I was an intellectual. So if I put out a product, first of all, he said he wanted me to put out a coffee. And I was like, I got a sick ass coffee connect. I can definitely make the coffee happen. But I'm like, everybody fucking does coffee. Like every single grifter sells coffee. And I'm like, I don't want to be another guy selling coffee. And the reason why coffee works is because the caffeine's addictive. So that's why it's a good product to sell. You're basically selling drugs. But I was like, I don't want to be that guy. So the issue is I got moral issues. I can't show some shit that I don't believe in or something that'll harm people or just, it's got to be good. My reputation's on the line here. So we came around and said, well, my brand is about big brain and intellectual conversation. So that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh, what if I could do a brain pill? Is that even a thing? And that's when I found out about this nootropics market. So I made some phone calls and found out I can get a completely, because I said if I do that, I want it to be 100% herbal. So I made some phone calls and found out I can do this 100% herbal. And then that's when we created Master Focus. And then we merged brands with Men of Order, and now it's under the Men of Order brand. But when people take flow, some people say they feel the effects right away. I think that depends on, the amount of fat in your body, the amount of toxins in your body. I personally, like, the day I take flow is the day I feel it. So I take flow daily, and I do notice a difference in days that I forget to take it. Completely different person I am. Now, we say 2 weeks. If you're, one of these big money guys, you don't want to tell your customer it's going to take 2 weeks to feel the effects. You don't want to tell them that. You need that shit right now. You need your dick hard right now. Pause. Apex not going to make your dick hard right now. But after 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? You might start noticing differences. You're going to feel different. So I chose a holistic approach. Now, coming back to what I was saying before, I was like, white men, it seems like they just don't like a natural approach. And this is the problem that Marxists and socialists have with this capitalist, where capitalists don't go with what's better for the human being. They go, what's better for our pockets, right? We want our customers to say our product works and it works right now. And it does work. But what are the long-term effects from you taking some of these nootropic products on the market? What are the long-term effects of you taking TRT? You guys go look at the side effects of TRT. What are the long-term effects of some of these other testosterone products on the market? Go look at the ingredients. So what we did was we said, you know what? Let's go to the OGs. What did the OGs do when they needed to up their life? So when we did the research, I'll show you right here. It's why I have a love-hate relationship with capitalism. Same. I have a love-hate relationship with capitalism. So we found out that black maca is something the Incan warriors used. We found out that sarsaparilla, I remember Sabi talked about this root. Cowboys used to drink this in the Wild Wild West. This is in their root beer. And this is something that contains a saponin. And saponin is nature's steroid. The knights in the Middle Ages sow your wild oats. It's right here. Sow your wild oats. So we got milky oats in there. Fenugreek. This goes back to King Tut. This was placed in his tomb. So we chose things that came before Big Pharma. You see what I'm saying? Came before Big Pharma. A tea, we might develop a tea. That's not a bad idea. I just don't like dealing with those things because a lot of those things revolve around taste. And I've done products that need taste testing. It's a real pain in the ass. So, this is the approach we chose. Now, if we go to right here, ScienceDirect.com, and you'll see right here, steroidal saponins refer to a class of compounds found in certain plant families, which are classified into steroidal and triterpenoidal saponins. Steroidal saponins have been shown to inhibit the efflux of whatever that word is in cancer cells, and have potential for chemosensitizing effects in multi-drug resistant cancer cells, right? So this is a study on cancer with saponins. But again, what we're dealing with are anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. So it's not that our products are like boosting anything. Really what they're doing is they're clearing out the bullshit. You might have a high amount of metals in your body. You might have pollution in your area, your diet. So it's attacking the cells and allowing the cells to do what they do best. So we have a completely different approach, which is why people are like, yo, what the fuck did you put in this? I'm like, yo, you could either go to Bill Gates and Big Pharma and get your shit, or you can get what God gave us. God gave us these fucking plants. And I don't understand why people are like, oh, you eat plants? And it's just like, oh my fucking God. Do you realize that Big Pharma sends their students to Asia, Eastern Europe, the Mediterranean, Africa, South America to go study plant life so they can come back and turn it into a pill? So they can come back and take one extract out of that plant and turn it into a drug. You got something called ibogaine. Ibogaine comes from the iboga plant, and this is what they're using to treat people with heroin addiction, dope heads. But iboga is illegal in America, but you can get a prescription for ibogaine. But iboga is the plant that ibogaine is from. So your Big Pharma is literally taking God's natural gifts, taking one component, and this is what becomes dangerous, because when you take that one component, it doesn't have everything else that's a part of the plant. Take that one component out and then sell it to you. And then y'all go on the market and y'all bodies testosterone products, y'all bodies nootropics. And I'm like, yo, you just got a Big Pharma knockoff. Some dude in the lab cooked up. I'm like, yo, you could have just threw a bunch of plants together with the right dosage and, you know what I'm saying? Got your body back to homeostasis. But, you know, that's Hotep shit, you know, that's vegan shit. And, you know, but that's the shit they're into. So, you know, I'm not here to, like I said, I'm not competing with these guys. I'm not here to compete with them. I'm here to serve our community. What I believe is best for them. And yeah. And the proof is in the pudding. Renee's having a baby. Shout out to him. You know. You said it to your son a few days ago? And I'm using the term white men loosely here. But that's who it would be. It'd be mostly these white dudes that, you know, these roid heads, these cocaine heads, like all these guys be starting these companies and they're like, hey, bro, want this testosterone booster? I see the commercials because, you know, the brand. So I see them and I'm just like, another one, yo? Like, all right. And it's a pump and dump. It's like a meme coin. It's a pump and dump because they're going to pump that company and then sell it. And then later on, people are like, yo, that shit made my dick fall off. And it's just like, oh, well, that's what you get. That's what you get. You know, fucking with them shit, you might as well just go take a pill from the gas station. If you're going to do it. If you just want to wreck your body, you know. But yeah. We got a new product coming. Melissa says typical Brit business. Yeah, this is what sucks about capitalism sometimes. But we got a new product coming, fourth quarter. It's in development now. So, you know, we also have the sleep aid Moon. We just dropped Moon, soon to be called Luna. So you guys can check that out if you guys need a sleep aid. We have one of those as well. This is something that the community has asked for. So, you know, there are plants that does all the good and TRT does with none of the side effects. There are plants that does all the good that TRT does with none of the side effects. Correct. Y'all going to TRT. I remember the first time somebody showed me what TRT. I'm not going to say who and what function I was at, but I was at a function and a bunch of bros and he was like, yo, you know, he was like, yo, you want to feel like a man? And I'm like, you know, testosterone, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 40. He's like, yeah, you're at that age where it starts to dip. And I'm like, yeah, you got my attention. And he was like, yeah, I got some shit for you. I was like, what is it? And he's like, TRT, you know, testosterone replacement therapy. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. And he was like, yeah. I was like, how does it work? He's like, well, you just put a needle in and you inject yourself in the butt. I was like, oh, shit, nope, I'm out. Hotep Jesus don't fuck with no needles, dog.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I ain't fucking with no shit. I got to shoot in my ass. Pause. You not finna have me shooting no shit in my ass. Mama ain't raised no fool. I didn't need to hear anything about the negative side effects, although a doctor did break it down to me later at the function. But as soon as I heard, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas be sticking needles in your ass? Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. No, sir, not for me. Noel said I was on TRT for 8 months. How'd you like it? How was that? Huh? Angeli says, sounds gay. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. No, how was the TRT? What was your experience like? Yeah, he bugging. You was shooting yourself in the ass, dog? Could you imagine? You gotta bend over and shit and then... Nigga, what? I ain't sticking myself in the ass for nobody. That shit sound crazy. I'm waiting for Noel to respond. Shout out to my rumblers. Buck said, mine getting low, turn into an old fart. Get you some Apex. Pop Hotel said it doesn't go in that deep. Pause. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all bugging. Damn, comments is getting swiped over there on Rumble. He said I was on 250 milligrams per week testosterone, ethernate for 8 months. At the time, I was 160 kilograms, sleeping less than 2 hours a night. My brother was convicted on a murder charge and my business closed. So how did you feel? Did it work? Did you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to, like, try and dig up dirt. I generally want to know, like, what the fuck was, what was the experience like? That's what Stephen tells the little boys. I think that was K swiping people over on Rumble. Yeah, that was K. That was K swiping people. What'd you think of it, Noel? Make sure y'all get y'all tickets for Hotep Con, HotepNation.com. Tickets on sale right now. You suffering from Bidenomics? 30% off. Coupon code in the chat. I mean, in the description and on the screen. We might run another sale soon. TRT brought me back to sleeping, majorly important. Oh, so it helped you sleep. Oh, okay, interesting. You seen what Unc just shared? Oh, fuck. What did Unc just share? Let me go to Unc's account. What he got up here? Oh, I saw this. I did see this. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, shit. I forgot. Hold on. He said, Count Zestula. This outfit from Buster is wild. This is kind of wild. Buster shot out for this one. That shit got bell bottoms at the bottom. Buster is wild for that one. I saw that one earlier. It's a useful tool for anyone past homeostasis. All right. Good luck, man. Jimmy Dodd said, love my master focus. Made my free tea usable tea skyrocket. Jimmy Dodd is on Apex. He went and got tested and he said his tea levels went up. Yeah, the pants definitely make it zesty. Yeah. His outfit made out of Twizzlers. Y'all shout out. All right, I'm out of here, man. Y'all be good, man. I'm glad we got a lot of shit sorted out today with the mods, etc., etc. So that's good news. At least we got that sorted out. And hopefully we don't have any more drama in the future in the chat. And again, I apologize for not, taking action sooner. And I'll try to be better about that. But yeah, her wrench has been removed. Shout out to Strong Dad, Bro Godzilla, Middleman Reek, Low Bear, Trader Kid, and Jabari Judah for supporting the chat today monetarily. Also, shout out to my Cash Appers. I always forget to shout out my Cash Appers. $ Hotep Jesus. If you want to bless me over there, I prefer you send Bitcoin, but cash is good too. So shout out to Jordan and Brandon for blessing me over on the Cash App, and of course Haram Life. I appreciate y'all for helping out, keeping the channel going. But y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Angelia, $10 holla.
Oh, this a real Hotep.
Thanks for getting us through this crazy week. Thank you for spending it with me, man. Y'all are my therapy. Shout out to Montoya. Y'all my therapy. And, y'all make it easier for me to get through the damn week. I get to come on here and vent and release all that energy from the craziness in this world. But enjoy your weekend. My kid's got a chess tournament tomorrow, so I'm going to get off of here and start helping him prep for his tournament. And then, I'm going to use this weekend to get some office hours in. We got some marketing things to do at Men of Order. So I'm going to spend a little bit of office hours this weekend as well. But make sure y'all get some sun. All right? Be well, stay merry, tell somebody in your family that you love them, and as always, Hotep and Bill.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Seasons COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons look alike to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year. Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.